Male, oh, kill it boy, no. Make I play you my cassette, you. Anything you sell is a market, you. Try to they look from my aspect, you. They loud them at the handset, you. Me I know fi drag the shine. Oluwa na be my kanji down. Me I know they try to connect the lights. I just want Charlie boy day, make Charlie boy day. Man I thank God I got the lead. Say God no one got the lead. Oluwa na ain't comforting me. When these people they come body me. Man I thank God I got the lead. Say God no one got the lead. Oluwa na ain't comforting me. When these people they come body me. It's why I die sometimes. To Henny and Dice. Graffiti cool my mind. I just want to live this life.
Good afternoon, my wonderful people of Ibadan. And you are welcome to another amazing episode of Trends, where we give you the latest chase trending stories making waves in the entertainment industry. And I am your host today, Toby with the BEE, and my co-host Yomide is presently not on seat, and that means you and I, we are stuck together today. And also, first of all, before I go on with what I have for everyone today, I have to say a big congratulations once again to us all here in Ibadan for the grand installation of the new Olubadan, His Imperial Majesty Oba Senator Rashid Adewolu Akomu Ladoja, the 44th Olubadan of Ibadan, the Arusa one, if I got that pronunciation very well. It was a historic and colorful event yesterday because the city truly came alive. Yes, with celebrations, dignitaries, traditional rulers, and of course the warmth of the Ibadan people. So me, Toby, and my co-host Yomide, we are telling all Ibadan residents, Akuri real. Ibadan might make gbogbo Ashem. So, and speaking of celebrations, let's talk about relationships, because that is what we are going to be discussing about today on Trends. Because while we celebrate reality and culture, many of us, we are still dealing with the ups and downs of love. Yes, and today we'll be diving into something everyone can relate to. It is something whenever we are in our circle of friends, it is something we always discuss about, especially with the female gender. Even the male gender, they always like discuss about it as well. That is ignoring the red flags in relationships. Myself and someone was discussing it today. I was watching a particular movie and we were discussing about red flags, red flags, red flags. So why do we even pretend not to see them? They say love is blind. I don't believe in that, to be honest. But let's be honest, sometimes love is not blind. We are the ones who close our eyes. We always close our eyes because we always believe that, oh, I love this person, let me just close my eyes to every other thing. Since I love the person, then love comes first. So, like I said earlier, today we'll be talking about red flags in relationships, those signs we see, but we pretend not to notice. Why do we even do that in the first place? And why do we act like the red flag is actually pink? Like we ladies. So I'll be talking about a particular story before we go for a short musical break. Okay. There is this person that messaged me, and I won't be saying the person's particular name, so I'm going to like changing the person's name. Today met Amaka at a friend's party, and everything seemed perfect at first. She was funny, stylish, and always knew the right words to say. But as weeks passed, Little things started adding up. She would disappear for days without explanation. She never introduced him to her friends, and somehow he always ended up paying for everything. So they kept ignoring the signs until one day he saw her posting about being single and searching on social media. That was the moment he realized all those little things were actually big red flags he had chosen to overlook. Hmm. I know that some people were like, oh, maybe the girl has her own other reasons. But let's go for a quick commercial break and we'll be right back to dive into the topic. Don't change the dial.
A little Henny and ice. Kafiti kulu mama. Take a live this life.
On 103.5 FM.
lótìtọ́ ni bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni gọ́níyà fíjì ìròyìn tó àmójúbà gbogbo aláfẹ́ ayé tó dé Subchem Leading Hotel and Suites ló ń ròyìn wípé ìgbádùn sódò síbì kan ju bì kan lọ. Subchem Leading Hotel and Suites, elegantly and centrally located in a secured and serene environment. Our facilities include cozy rooms and suites, spacious event and conference hall. Our restaurant serves delicious intercontinental and local cuisines, while our bar is stocked with all kinds of assorted drinks. Ní Subchem Leading Hotel and Suites, iná wa kì í ṣẹ́jú nígbà kọ̀ọ̀kan. Ètò àbúgbò kan falala lẹ́ẹ̀ma lo Wi-Fi ọ̀fẹ́ láì níkọ̀sẹ̀. There is also laundry service and fully equipped gym. Seeing the say is believing. Visit Subchem Hotel and Suites today at Plot 3, Mechanic Scheme, opposite New Garage, off Ijebode Expressway, Ibadan, Nigeria. Telephone 090-6466-7569 and 090-4821-8600. Subchem Leading Hotel and Suites. In hospitality, we live.
This is your radio.
Unless we make broadcasting accountable, it is going to be very hard to change anything else for the better in our society. That is why all established and aspiring broadcasters are enjoined to join Society of Nigerian Broadcasters, SMB, the only legally recognized professional body for broadcasters in Nigeria. Registered since 1994. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni o, ìjọba ti wá rọ̀ Society of Nigerian Broadcasters, SMB lágbára láti issue operational license fún gbogbo ẹnikẹ́ni tó fẹ́ ṣiṣẹ́ ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà pẹ̀lú ìtọ̀sẹ̀ tó tọ́. SMB has successfully gone through all the different stages of becoming law. Àjẹpẹ́ fún ẹnikẹ́ni láti rẹ́sẹ̀ walẹ̀ gẹ́gẹ́ bí agbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ lórílẹ̀‐èdè Nàìjíríà. Ó ní láti jẹ́ ọ̀kan lára ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ SMB. Join now and be glad you did. Fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́ láti dọmọ ẹgbẹ́ SMB, ẹ pè alábòjútó National Coordinator Dr. Yemisi Bangbose lórí ẹ̀rọ ìbánisọ̀rọ̀ 0803-331-5256 or better still visit www.smb.com.ng. Be fulfilled as a broadcaster. Join SMB.
In a world where marketing communication evolves, one conference is setting the pace for the future. The National Advertising Conference 2025. Over 500 marketing minds, 50 powerful speakers, 3 power-packed days of strategy, networks, and transformation. Join Nigeria's top marketing communication professionals at the Abuja Continental Hotel. It's Nigeria's biggest advertising conference. Learn, network, discuss, and get business leads from top local and international experts. Get access to more than 30 hours of actionable insight and tools to shape your 2026 strategies. Registration is 200,000 naira for early birds and it ends 31st August. Late registration is 250,000 naira from 1st September to 31st October and 300,000 naira from 1st November till conference date. 2024 was great. 2025 will be greater. Register now at www.nationaladvertisingconference.com. National Advertising Conference 2025. See you there.
On 103.5 FM.
If I lose it all, will you still be there for me? If I no get money, oh, will you still be loving me?
through my weakness, will you stand by me? Tí wọ́n bá ń bà mí jẹ́ oṣù máa ṣe gbé lẹ́yìn mi. So promise me you'll grow with me and ride with me till the sun goes down, yeah. Promise me you'll grow with me and ride with me till the sun goes down, yeah.
Baby, where you go, I can be your fire. My love now forever, no go be retire. If I call your name, baby, we won't stop. Mo fẹ́ bímọ méjì, we will be the father. Promise me you grow with me.
Okay, you are welcome back from that quick commercial break, and the song you just listened to is Promised by Adekunle Gold featuring his wife Simi. And like I said earlier before going for that commercial break, that our topic for today, it's all about red flags in relationship. And I cited a story about Tunde and Amaka. And now, how many of us have ignored signs just like that, and what do we do it? Like what I said earlier is that is it that we just pretend to ignore them, like we don't want to see them at all, or it's just that we just feel like, oh, the person is going to change. So my number one point about this whole red flag thing is that people always have this hope factor that they believe that this person is going to change. He will stop lying when he loves me more. It's really, I always find it so funny because, let me start from my gender. I'm not even going to start from my gender. The two genders, they always say that efiniwa, there is no how you would be courting someone and you won't even notice little things about that particular person. It's not possible. You will notice, the person will just show it, except if that person has hidden agendas. That is just it. And some people always believe that, they just have this intention of ignoring the red flags because of fear of loneliness. Some people they actually believe that they should have bad love than no love at all. I have someone that always think that it's better for me to be in a relationship than not being in a relationship. And some people we just stay because they don't don't want to stay alone. They don't want to be alone on weekends, because after works during weekdays, for someone who is working 9 to 5, or someone who just have something during the weekdays, they're like, no, I just have to have someone I'm talking to, someone I can hang out. Why can't you hang out with your fellow gender? I'm not saying that you people should not go into relationship, but once you notice this red flags, and what are the red flags? Maybe mistrust. Maybe the person is not giving you enough time and attention, although enough time and attention might be based on how busy maybe the person is busy. But they always say that you can't be so busy for the person you claim you love. Even a message, hi babe, I'm just texting, I'm just checking up on you, how are you doing, what's up. But some people, they'll just let me just ignore it. And some people be like, oh, I would rather cry in a relationship than smile all by myself. And it's not really, how shall I put it, it's not really gelling very well. It's not really gelling, because we paint red flags green, saying it's not that serious until it becomes serious, until you get fully into that relationship. Let's just say from relationship to what, to marriage. And we've had a lot of divorcees out there because when they were courting, they actually noticed, but they ignored all the red flags. So we say that, oh, we've been together for 5 years, I can't waste all those years. A failed relationship is better than a failed marriage. So let's go for a quick musical break and we will be right back. DJ.
Nothing where I no go do for my filo. Rest on me like pillow. I'm a go for 10 kilo, 10 kilo. Nothing where I no go do for my filo. Rest on me like pillow. I'm a go for 10 kilo. I dey like you, no be whining. You are high key, you dey play for my mindy. And your white teeth be shining with your nose ring. You are bad and I like those shots. This girl from Sapa. Nothing I no go do for my pillow, my personal for the days I'm on the low. Nothing I no go do for my baby. We cuss and then discuss and she know the record. When I hit her, I hammer my selector. I know those Schwarzenegger. She did take her, pimpin' that. I cannot play with her. I say we got nothing where I do now for my friend.
And you are welcome back from the quick musical break, and we've been talking about red flags in relationship, and why do people tend to like ignore them. And sometimes, it's not about your partner's behavior, it's about what you believe you deserve. Even if you're like, oh, I don't want to walk away, what if you walk away and you get someone? It's not even maybe. You will get someone who is more better. If you don't value yourself, you will tolerate anything. That's just it. If you don't place like a price tag on yourself, you would what? You would tolerate anything. And some people would rather keep quiet than rock the boat. But silence today becomes what? Chaos tomorrow. So let me ask a quick question. What's a red flag you once ignored that later came back to bite you? Or do you think sometimes what we call red flags are just misunderstandings? And let me just summarize because time is not on my side again. Like I said that these red flags that we're talking about, it's some people like they've lost hope. It might be because of loneliness, some because of denial, some because of investment trap. Yes, because some like, I've invested a lot in this relationship, my time, my effort, my care, my attention, everything. See, like what I said earlier, if you don't value yourself, honestly, you are going to tolerate anything that comes towards you. And the truth is, sometimes we ignore red flags because we want the fairy tale. But the fairy tale fades and reality will come. Once the fairy tale fades, reality will set in. And that reality is when that thing is on your finger. Because now people are trying to like, oh, let me just stay put. Some people are trying to say, let me just stay put in the relationship. In the marriage rather. I don't want to leave the marriage. Because the society, what the society is going to say. And I think we are trying to balance our life to what the society will say. This is me saying that protect your peace today so that your future self can thank you tomorrow. So I will read because I have a lot of messages concerning what we've been discussing about today, about red flags. Why do people ignore them in during courtship, in relationships? And also Kule from Ibadan said that the biggest red flag I ignored was a partner who always kept her phone face down. I told myself she was just private, but privacy later turned to secrecy. That I don't know what to say about that. Amaka from Lagos said that I don't think all red flags are deal breakers. Or sometimes we call normal behavior red flag just because it doesn't fit our own style. Someone said my ex always borrowed money but never paid back. I thought he was just going through a tough time, but that was his lifestyle. Wow. For me, the moment someone says all my exes are crazy, that is a red flag. Are they all crazy or are you the problem? Fisa from Ibadan said that I ignored the fact that my girlfriend never wanted me to meet her friends. Later, I found out why. She had another boyfriend in the same circle. Wow. My gender. Wow. Precious from Port Harcourt. Not every flag is deep sharp. I once broke up with a guy because he chewed loudly. Call it petty, but for me, that was red flag enough. And do you know that people have different red flags? Some be like, I can't date someone, I can't be in a relationship with someone who snores, I can't do this with someone who does not do this, who does not do that. We all have our, let's just say, our tastes. Let me just put that way, our spec, like the Gen Z, our spec. And Jide from Oshogbo said people ignore red flags because love's sweet in the beginning. You think butterflies will cover bad behavior, but the butterfly will fly away one. That's the reason why I say that most of us always believe in fairy tale, but fairy tale will fade, which actually fade, and reality will set in. Grace from Ilorin, my own red flag was when he kept saying I'm not ready for a relationship, was acting like we were dating. Mixed signals are red flag. Yes, fear that one. Those that we actually tell that, oh, I want to be in a relationship with you, but at the end run, you be like, are we really in a relationship? Like you yourself feel like, oh, I'm in a relationship with this person, and maybe the person is actually getting scared of being committed. Let me just put it that way. Maybe they are getting scared of being committed. And let me put it to everyone listening to me that relationship is very, very different from situationship. I think that's another topic for another day, when myself and Jomide, when she's back, we are going to like sit down and discuss about that. My last message, Dari from Lagos. I saw a tweet that cracked me up. If she wears glasses, she's seeing other people. Not every red flag is serious, but some are too funny to ignore. Wow, this one is actually funny to me. So I think this is where I will be closing up this program for today. But this week, I want you to ask yourself a question: am I painting any red flags green? If yes, maybe it's time to stop pretending and start protecting your art. So this is me saying, shall I say goodbye? I don't want to leave, but I have to leave. But join us next time, next week, same time, 2:30 to 3 p.m. on Saturday for another amazing episode of Trent. Myself and my co-host Yomide will be here to give you latest gist and trending stories, where we'll be asking you for your opinions. That is it. And this is me saying a very, very big thank you to our executive producer Rhino W7 and to our studio manager engineer Lakan. Thank you so much. And Mr. John, thank you for coming in today. And my co-host Yomide, I miss you, girl, and I can't wait for next week for us to come with our banters. Till next week, stay trending. Bye. I'm Toby with a B. Bye.
Last, now everybody go to breakfast.